If you bring in what we are going to talk about today into your daily meditation practice, it will help you go far deeper. So, the first part of today's video, I'm going to share a visual explanation with you of what we need to do. And then the other half of today's video is going to be us practicing it together. So, be open, listen with full attention, don't interpret or judge, just take in the teaching and see where it takes you. Enjoy. When you close your eyes and you sit to meditate, these are the thoughts that are just arising, passing, but they're very captivating. They have a certain power, and we are identified with them. We are being the mind. We are being the thinker. We are being the thought process, thinking about life. So, what does it mean to go deeper in meditation? It means to shed away all forms. It means to abide as you really are. It means to relax away from all that you are not and recognize and rest as that which you are, where there is no thought of person, no thought of life being lived, what is coming next, no notion of next, no concept of anything, simply being, simply knowing, being that which knows, being that which is, being that which is present, aware, alive, awake. Even right now, as these words are being spoken, instead of thinking about them, instead of being the mind thinking about these words being spoken, sense into your true nature. Be what you are. Don't take this bodily form that you see in your experience to be what you are. Don't take the mind, the thinking process, to be what you are. Here and now, don't wait until we start the meditation. Here and now, be that which is present, alive, aware. We need not worry about how to stop being mind, how to stop identifying with the body. The moment you recognize you are present, the moment you recognize you are aware, the moment you recognize you are, you stop being the mind, you stop being the body, you stop being a person. We are to stay here instead of once again assuming those forms by giving them attention and care and interest. That's what our practice will entail today. You will find yourself again and again in meditation becoming the mind. And from there, from that point of view, you think about yourself and your life and even your spiritual journey. So, our practice today will consist of taking that backward step away from being the mind into being aware, being present. Be the presence which sees the mind coming and going. Don't care about the mind. Care about yourself being the presence. It's great news. You already are the presence. You already are what you are. You don't need to become that. But we do need to stop pretending to be what we are not. We need to stop giving so much care and interest to what we are not. Stop taking yourself to be the mind. Instead, snap back again and again to being the presence. while we sit together today, let's actually practice. That's what it means. It has to be hard. It is hard. And it is like sticky and subtle, but that's why it's a practice. Practice is you put in sort of some effort, you try to return again and again to being yourself, being presence, being aware, being that which knows. More of a habit we make to return, relax into what we are. That's what it means to go deeper in meditation. The more we rest as our true self, that's what it means to be more and more deep in meditation. So let's begin the practice. Stop caring about what thoughts have to say about anything. Instead, recognize yourself as the presence which sees thoughts. Be yourself. Instead of being thoughts, be the presence. What knows thinking? Be that. What sees the mind? What sees the body? Be that. Whenever thoughts appear, there's already a knowing of thoughts. Return to simply being the knowing. Instead of being thinking, be knowing. Know knowing. Knowing is not thinking. Thinking is known. You are not thinking. You are knowing. Know yourself knowing. Know that you know. Focus yourself here. Be here. Concentrate yourself in that knowing of knowing. Be aware of being aware. Be aware of awareness, being aware. Thinking is not aware. There is awareness of thinking. Thoughts come and go in awareness. You are not thinking. You are aware. Be aware of awareness, being aware. Keep yourself here. Don't be seduced by thoughts. They are not important right now. If you find yourself thinking, you find yourself being the thinking, return to being awareness. Return to being that which is aware, subtler than prior to thinking. You see thinking come and go. Be what you are. Be aware of being aware. even if it's very legitimate, seemingly legitimate thoughts about awareness, about the practice, about your spirituality. Do not be lured in. Even if it's very seemingly important thoughts about what's coming up later or your personal life, do not be lured in. Even if it's very convincing doubts and fears, something to avoid, something to be afraid of, do not be lured in. Don't give these thoughts any power. They are not real. Take back your power. Let them be. Stop giving them so much reality. Stop giving them a feeling of truth. Stop taking yourself to be them. Return to being aware of yourself. Return to being the awareness, which is prior to the arising and passing of these thoughts. And concentrate yourself there. Don't expect this work to be done for you. Don't feel like, oh, I've discovered this awareness prior to thoughts and now that's it. That's it. I'm satisfied. No, concentrate yourself there. The mind will play many tricks on you. Let everything be for now. Keep returning to being aware of awareness, being aware. To go deeper in meditation, what is required of us is to keep revisiting and abiding in, staying as awareness, being aware of being aware. This momentum of mind is like a very strong wind, hard to conquer, to control. We don't need to direct it. We don't need to control it. We simply need to return ourself, return our seeing back to ourself. The flow of mind may be a very strong wind, but the space in which that wind moves is completely still. You are that space. You are not the wind. You are not that which moves. You see the wind moving in you. You do not have to stop the wind. You are unaffected by it. What we need to do is we need to recognize that I am not the wind. I am that space in which it moves. I am not the thinking. I am that which is aware of the coming and going of thoughts. Keep returning yourself to being the space, being the awareness that is aware. Aware of what? Being aware. You can open your eyes when ready. I just want to bring up the visual one last time to make the final point of today's talk. This subtler space from where you are already seeing the coming and going of thoughts. This is what we have to practice being. You already are this, but we do not know that. We don't really know that. Even if we have read about it, even if we have had glimpses of it, we need to practice being here. We need to return again and again, revisit again and again. We need to stay again and again and feel into it, sense into the nature of knowing or being aware. It is wordless, it is thoughtless, without language. The words that happen as thoughts are seen. So really like sit with this and become very interested in this discernment. Discern between words and wordless seeing of words. That's how we discern between the mind, which I am not, and myself, the awareness, which sees mind. I am wordless seeing, thoughtless knowing, and thoughts come and go in my knowing. Thoughts are always words. They're always images and words. Images and words come and go in that which never comes and goes. It always is. Just like the wind comes and goes in space. Space just is. Coming and going does not apply to it. To go deep in meditation, you have to gather yourself. Stop letting yourself be scattered in the wind, scattered in these thoughts, in words, endless thinking about yourself and your existence. Let it be hard. Practice harder. Care more. Invest more of yourself into it. Don't need to conquer or fight against the wind. Just keep recognizing yourself as the totally still, unchanging awareness, which knows. Keep returning only to being the awareness, which is being aware. The rest happens by itself. Practice this consistently, day in and day out. If you need help and want to ask questions, join our free community down below. If you need structure and day by day support, take my 10-week self inquiry course in my school. I'll link everything down below. Thanks for watching today. See you next time.